I remember back when I was at high school, I would obsess over being popular, the popular kid in school. So in high school, we had like these set things, right? Sets. Essentially, you had set one, set two, set three, set four. I was at set four, so I was at the lower set. Now later on, I did build my way up, but what I found was during that period in secondary school, the sets that you were on had a direct correlation with the clout that you had also in the high school hierarchy. In terms of just popularity, and that's where everything, the men who respect you, the girls that you attract, it had a lot to do with sets. When from my experience, you know, and I remember I'd often feel very insecure. People from high school, they give me a lot of shit. They're like, oh, it's golden. Oh, they're disabled. They call me disabled because I was in the low set of the class, which is ironic because then when I rised my way up, they still had shit to say. A few of them. Sorry, the video stopped recording. When I went to set 4 science to set 1, people still had shit to say. They still viewed me as low class, and it pissed me off. It sucked. Fucked up my self-image. And that's probably what I would say caused me to have low confidence during my high school years. Now, it did get better as I got older. Heading on to year 9, so I think when I was about 14 years old, because I started the high school at 11, right? When I became 14, what I noticed is the older I got, I felt like people started to respect me more as just a person. There was still, you obviously got the dickheads, of course, but I was never a dickhead person. I still am not. I was always a nice fella. But people would just walk over me, talk their shit and all that bullshit, man. And going to the main topic of the video, I'm not in high school anymore. I graduated about 8 months ago, I think 7 months ago, so last June 14th. I finished college. And it's like, now, I just realized high school popularity doesn't matter anymore. Me and one of my closest friends, we used to always obsess over, just being the most popular kid in high school. We were in the same class, and, we just felt very insecure. We were like, damn, shit, man, we want to hang out, we want to chill with the popular lads. We want to be the popular kids, Why are we not with the popular kids? Why are they in big groups, but we're only in twos? So we kind of felt obligated. We felt forced to have to try and bring us to their friendship group just for the sake of fitting in. And guys, let me put you on some game. If you ever feel like you have to prove yourself to someone just to be their friends, they're not for you. And it was very hard for me to know that at that time. I knew, but I didn't know. I knew in my heart it wasn't right for me. But I knew that I didn't know because I was still pursuing it. It's like taking drugs. You believe that will make you feel better, but long term it kills you in the end. I'm talking about your alcohol, your cocaine, your drugs, all that stuff. And I guess I was somewhat similar during my high school days also. And leaving high school, guys, if you're under 18, which I imagine not, because I checked my analytics, a lot of you guys are from 18 to 24, so all are a very similar age gap. We can all relate to each other, which is a great thing because I'm going to keep making videos. I'm going to grow older, I'm going to grow wiser. You guys are going to grow up with me, all similar ages, so we can all relate to each other. But assuming there may be an outlier occasion where someone a lot younger is watching my videos, I want to let you know, I'd assume you're still in high school. Trust me, and I know what may feel hard to understand now. This is coming from an 18-year-old man who obsessed over being popular during his high school years. Telling you it doesn't matter. I promise you. I remember back when I was at high school, many people commonly told me, and teachers specifically, and from the YouTubers I watched in the, self-improvement niche and whatnot, most high school friendships will probably end, and I'm speaking from experience, it's very true. It is very, very true. Most of my friends from high school, I don't even speak to them anymore. That's normal. And it will hurt to hear what I just told you at first, but you have to embrace it. It's probably going to happen. Best case scenario, it doesn't. But after your high school period, you're in the real world, man. You have to make your own path. No one's gonna hold your hand to where you wanna go. You need to make your own lane. It's gonna be so diverse now. Everyone's gonna be doing so many different things. I often say this often in my videos. Everyone's gonna have a different career path. We're not studying the same subjects anymore. We were kind of forced to back at high school. You gotta find your own lane, man. You need to find your own lane and stick to it. Find the path that's right for you. Stop trying to impress people in high school. I felt like this all the time. Every time when I was at high school, I'd base my self-worth based on the perception of other people who I positioned to be higher than me in the social hierarchy in the schooling sense. The people who are popular. I'd care about stupid shit that never really mattered, attracting females or girls and whatnot. I was too scared of what people thought. Far too scared. Funny thing is, I don't even see those people anymore. There'd be times I'd want to do a certain thing, when I say act a certain way, I wouldn't say act fake, but just act more true to yourself. I'll give you a short story. I remember I was in English class. There was this beautiful Turkish woman who was sitting next to me in English. She made it so obvious she liked me. She was staring at me every second every second she was just staring at me in class. Like there'd be times she'd be kicking my feet under the table. You see your sleeves when you have your blazer? She was literally playing with that whilst the teacher was talking to me. I wanted to flirt back. I found her attractive also. I was too much of a bitch, long story short. Primarily because I was scared of what the people behind me thought about me. Funny thing is, I haven't seen those fuckers in 3 years. I don't have an issue with them. I mean, they're always quite nice to me. I wouldn't say always, but, majority of the time. Shout out to you lot. Probably not watching, but, I was scared of what they thought about me. And I just look back now, I'm like, fuck. I don't even meet those fuckers anymore. So it pissed me off that at one point, I was just in my room, like, just reminiscing about the past. I was reminiscing about 3 years ago. I was like, fuck, I should have flirted with her back. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm just not even me simping or anything, but obviously in life, ideally we wouldn't want to have regrets in the way we live, but it's naturally going to come. It's part of human nature. And I had regrets. I wish I flirted with her. If I wasn't so much of a bitch, if I wasn't so worried of what, people around me thought, I could have been authentic to myself and she probably would have been receptive also. Wait, I would even say receptive because she was initiating the attraction stage. Me being receptive would have probably heightened something, Probably not in a relationship group, but hey, it would have been nice to flirt with. She was gorgeous. That's what I'll say. She was gorgeous, so it would have been nice to, flirt with someone you found attractive. And I say that to say you shouldn't care about what people think. Because 90% of the people in high school, and I remember back when I was 16, I always had this saying from people, you're never going to see them again. And I can speak nearly 3 years later. If I want to be very exact, it's about 2 years and 7 months. Because I had prom in July, so it's not 2.5 years yet. But hey, it's so true. That couldn't be more true. And I'm experiencing it right now. It's very true. The majority of the people from high school I never see. They were probably at university or some far area studying. Even if you do see them, it doesn't even matter. So I guess that's the lesson for me to learn. Because I truly don't care about what people think anymore. I used to always overstress. I'd be too in my head. I'd be too scared to wear certain clothing that I really liked because I was scared of what fake friends would have to say about it, or just people around you who don't even give a fuck about you anyway. And I was too scared to dress authentic to me because I wanted to please people I didn't even like. Do you know how stupid that sounds? Why do we do that? Stop trying to be liked by everyone. You don't even like everyone. It's like trying to please the devil. Why the fuck are you pleasing him? We know we can't serve two masters. We want God. So we follow God and we do the best we can as human beings to follow his path. So what the fuck are you trying to please the opposing team. What's wrong with you, man? I'd definitely say that to my past self. And I wish that 16-year-old me could hear what 18-year-old me is saying. Right? I just want to slap him. I want to slap him, man. Guys, don't live your life like that. Stop trying to be the popular person. Your friends will come. You'll probably be in a lonely stage where you don't find anyone right now. That's me. Now, I am fortunate to have 5 friends with me, but I'm saying for the majority of you, you're not going to find that straight away. You're not. It's going to take you time. And you just got to keep improving every day. You need to be yourself. You're going to outgrow your You're going to outgrow your friends. It's natural. Don't feel ashamed about it. You got to embrace it. Don't downplay yourself just to stick with your old bullshit friends. Hey, if you need to be alone for a certain period of time in your life, so be it. So be it. Because they're out there. I know it's a big world out here. It's a very big world. You may feel you're very limited to the area that you live in. Your future friends that you want, they may not even be in this country. They may be in a whole different city. You may need to do some more outside walking. Find people, find your tribe. It may be a certain social event that you may find those people. It may even take you years. But I can tell you this much. High school does not matter. Youth is young. Youth is very young. Youth is only 7 years. What, high school? High school, 11 to 16 years old, right? But let's add college into that. So 16 to 18. So 7 years. That's not very long. That is very short. So you're telling me the prime of your life is going to be in high school? Stop trying to peak in high school. You don't need to please the popular people. Bro, all the popular kids in high school, I don't even see them anymore. So it's like, who the fuck was I trying to please? Stop trying to... Don't gain fulfillment from other people. It's validation. Because you can give it to yourself right now. Where does happiness come from? It doesn't come from money. It doesn't come from all the women, as beautiful as they are. It doesn't come from the money, as much as... I wouldn't say I love money. I just appreciate what can be obtained with the money. Anything external, it comes from within. That's where happiness comes from. It starts with you. You need to give yourself the approval, the permission to become happy, the permission to accept yourself for who you are. As a person, own yourself and build yourself there forward. Build yourself forward from there. If you're not okay with who you are, if you're not okay with where you want to be in life, that's normal also, because I'm not. So I'm taking the steps every day. First, you need to accept who you are and own the current you, and then you move forward from there with little steps every day until you see the compound effects. But guys, I'm telling you, don't try peak at high school. Don't try please the popular people. I know if you're in high school right now, it probably just feels unbearable. You feel lonely as fuck. You feel like shit. You're seeing all these people in big friend groups, massive friend groups, and then you're just there. But I've been that guy. I've been the guy, man. But I've been that guy. You walk past a big crowd, and then it's just you by yourself. You just feel like shit. I've been that guy, man. I know what loneliness feels like. Believe me. I've been that guy in the friendship group who had to walk in the fucking back because there was no space in the 2 sidewalks, so the other 2 people in the front, and I was at the back. The third wheel. Yeah, bro, I know what it's like. I've been there. I've been there, man. I know what it's like. I've been that guy. You don't want that, man. Trust me. You do not want to please. So the reason why I'm looking at the floor is because there tends to be a hole. I remember my previous videos, I slept in a hole. You do not want to please people in high school. You will feel empty. I'm telling you, when school ends, the way high school ends, and I'm speaking from my own experience, it's so abrupt. It is so abrupt. You do your GCSEs, you do your final GCSE exam. It's usually physics. It usually is always physics. You finish high school, it's like this bittersweet feeling. It's like, it feels nice. But the next day, it's like, oh shit, I'm not going to see these fuckers again. Assuming you're not going to prom. Let me tell you a little story. In prom, there were a lot of girls I wanted to talk to. A lot of girls I found attractive. I remember like a few days in advance, I'd be like, I'd imagine myself just risen up the girls that I wanted to chat to. Prom came, I didn't even have the courage to speak to any of them. It's like, fuck. That hot girl in my year I wanted to speak to. Well, I'm never going to see her again. Wanna know why I never approached? Because I was too much of a bitch of what people thought. When in reality, they didn't care about me to begin with. So I came home and I just got that realization. I'll never forget. It was Tuesday, July 5th. Hold on, I'm just checking the time. Tuesday, July the 5th, 2022. And bro, I just had that oh shit realization. High school is over. I'm not gonna see these people again. It's over. It's a whole new chapter, and I just felt really bitter. Sad. Because when that time passes, just left with regret. Even then, I don't know. When I got towards the end of secondary school, there was a part of me that kind of accepted not being the popular kid, and I do prefer it that way. As I stand now, I actually prefer not being the popular kid in high school. I really do. It's nice, have my privacy, no one knows who I am, have nothing to lose. I can literally fail and it won't matter because, I was never popular to begin with. No one knows who the fuck I am. I'm a nobody in the sense of a social hierarchical standard and popularity, fame. Literally all I have is myself, my mum, my 2 beautiful sisters, my amazing older brother, and my 5 great friends. And of course, how can I forget? The Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And you guys, of course. That's all I have. It's all I need. So right now, I learnt my lesson. And it's good to learn now. I think it's really good to learn now because sports athletes, it's a tongue twister, sports athletes, I thought that was a human, but it's just a bird. Hey, birds are getting freaky as the years progress, don't they? What was I gonna say? Sports athletes, celebrities fall for this shit. They get popular, they get their fame. All these celebrities want to be in touch with them. Do they? Or do they just want to be with you because they're popular? It's nice to know that I gained this clarity now at 18 years old. Because now I can navigate the rest of my teen years. The remaining year and 2 months, 2020. And the rest of my 20s and the rest of my life with that mindset. I think it's very powerful to know who you're worth. To not need to feel obligated to please certain individuals. I used to always, every time I see a beautiful woman in the past, I used to always feel like I had to prove myself to this girl. Huh? What? No. Be yourself, bitch. Be the best version of you. You're gonna attract them. There are 8 billion people on this planet. You're telling me a single girl doesn't want, even if you don't even like yourself now, bro, there's a girl that she'll still want you. That's the ride or die. There's a girl for everyone, man. You don't need to prove yourself to no one. The only reason why you feel like you need to prove yourself to that girl is because you haven't found the one for you yet. So you have to be patient. That's the hard part. It's hard. It's hard when social media will shame me for being single, try to make you feel like shit. You need to know who you are, know your worth as a person, and be straight as a man. You gotta be straight. We need to be straight. We need to know who we are. When we know who we are, we won't need to seek approval from other people because it comes from the heart. Our heart. We give that to ourselves, not other people. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy the energy being radiated from others if it's a positive compliment. I'm not telling you to be heartless and just not care. But I'm saying it starts with you. It starts with you. Stay straight. Go great gold. Take care.